Hi, it's Melissa here and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a really special layout that I created for the Secret Not Secret Kit Club, and it's for a special sketch by Becky Fleck of Page Maps. And I think there's 10 of us that were asked to do this, and so of course we had to use our Secret Not Secret kit, and I'm just showing you here my kit. I'll explain a bit more about what we're doing soon, but for this kit, I requested some Pink Fresh Studio. I wanted the BU collection and the Let Your Heart Decide collection, and I also requested a little bit of Dear Lizzie Stay Colourful. So this kit is absolutely gorgeous. I think it's one of the most beautiful kits I've ever had, and I just love how the three collections that I wanted work together so well. And of course Christina is amazing at taking what you want and putting it into a kit. You tell her how much you want to spend, and because I'm in New Zealand, it's just really hard to get product here that I like, and so it's like having my own personal shopper. And then she will add in some things, some additional things as well that I may not have asked for, and what I end up with is a kit that I absolutely love. So for the sketch, the background, it looked like it had clouds on it, which you could interpret as however you want. You could do a cut file. I decided to use pattern paper, and I just love this one here. I had to sacrifice the other side of it though, but I just love the florals, and I think it's the BU collection. So I knew that I wanted to do a little bit of watercolouring, and so I thought I would work with the sketch and use a piece of white cardstock. I decided to go with the textured side. It's American Crafts double-sided, and normally I go for the smooth side, but I thought I'll go for textured because it will look a bit more interesting with my watercolours. So rather than do the packaging technique, I decided to just randomly draw some stripes across the paper, and I used the sticker sheet. You can see there, puffies from, I think it's the Let Your Heart Decide. I used that as my like a palette colour to select from, to make sure I had colours that would match my kit. So then I got some coordinating mists, I was going to say inks, mists, and so I used that one as a Mr. Huey's from Studio Calico. I think I used some Kaiser Craft and possibly some Heidi Swap Colour Shine. So I just looked at what I had and went as close as I could to colour match. So I'm just using my heat gun to dry it off. I won't show you the entire heat gun process, that would be boring. So I have these two photos of my daughter Ava. She's my youngest. I have 4 kids if you haven't been to my channel before. So she's 18 months, and these were taken in our summer. So I'm in New Zealand and it's winter now, but our summer is December, January, February. I think I took these, it was still school holidays, so it would have been January, and this is actually, looking back at these photos, this was the last day that we had really, really hot temperatures. We had like 30 degrees Celsius plus, and then after this, a storm came through, and I just remember the weather changing, and it never really got that hot again. But we went to a park. It's about probably 20 minutes away on a peninsula in the lake, and the kids swam in the lake and then they played in the park, and I put Ava in the swing and she just absolutely loved it. And I just love these 2 photos that I caught of the joy in her face. And I did think about calling this layout Defining Joy, but I couldn't make it work with the word defining because it was too big. So you'll see the title soon anyway. So I've then taken my cardstock and just ripped the edge, or the bottom edge, to add a bit of interest. I backed my first little photo on one of the 6x6 paper pads, and here, I can't remember which collection this is from. I think it's, it's Let Your Heart Decide, because it's right there. Excuse me. So I loved that floral, and well, more, I was going to say leaves. I just loved how that looked. I did want to use that floral 6x6 paper that you saw me playing with before, but it just couldn't work against this background, so I don't want to cover that piece up anyway, so I'll save it for something else. So here I've just adhered my photo down, and I'm realizing that it's going to be too big with this paper, so I'm just trimming it off where it needs it. because see, I don't want to cover all that mixed media that I just did, although I do cover a lot of it. So I do get a little bit frustrated with myself sometimes because I do all that work and then, cover it. But it doesn't matter. I can think about possibly doing that again on a piece of white cardstock and making it a full background. So then I realised that it was too much with the ripped edge on that pattern paper with the ripped edge on my white cardstock. And at this point, I'm realising that my white cardstock is too big, so I've just trimmed the top. I think I also trimmed the sides. So just playing around, looking at the sketch. I've got the sketch next to my desk, or on my desk, but not within my camera shot, so I can follow it. When I love a sketch, I will follow it exactly, and I must say, I just adore the sketch that Becky emailed to me. So a little bit about why we're doing this blog hop. So Becky Fleck and Page Maps are sponsoring the Secret Not Secret Kit Club Sketch Challenge for the month of June. So Becky has sent us 10 sketches to obviously 10 different girls, and we are each creating a layout, and they will also be featured on the Page Maps blog and obviously in this video hop. So that's what this is all about. So here I took my sewing machine. I wanted to add some texture, also add some extra I guess adhesive really, so I stitched around the edge of that, and I love how that's looking. I left my ends long, and here I'm just lifting the edges for a bit more interest, otherwise it's pretty flat, this layout. So I've forgot to add that I've added foam to that extra little photo as well. Initially I wasn't going to add a second photo with this for this page, and I would have maybe put my journaling on that extra little rectangle, but when I look back through my photos, I thought this photo of Ava was perfect, with her little cute face. So here you can see the ephemera pack for one of the collections. Sorry, it's the BU collection. So I've sped this up, but you can see there's lots of beautiful florals and leaves, and the colours are just so beautiful to work with. So I'm also showing you there the puffy stickers and those other stickers, I think are also from the collection. So here I am just working out what I want to use. I did think I wanted to use all those leaves and florals, but I couldn't make them work, and I think I'm going to save them all for another layout. And then I found these journaling spots, and I thought they'd be perfect because I don't have too much to say, but I do want to not write on the background. I didn't want to write on the watercoloured paper either. So those journaling spots are perfect just to tuck underneath that little ripped edge. So the sketch showed a banner, and it had a, it was like a baby, the sketch is a baby themed sketch, and it doesn't mean you have to scrap a baby and put baby things there. I just happened to scrap a baby, or more like a toddler at this point. And then I've got some Stampin' Up! Twine. This is not from the kit. I did think about using the rip wrap that's in the kit, but I wanted something thinner. And so what I love about my Secret Not Secret kit is that I can do whatever I want. There's no rules with it. I mean, you can do that with any kit anyway, but I like to add things from my stash to use up whatever I've been collecting. So here I'm just making my little banner, and when I didn't really think, I left that bit in for a laugh really, because obviously that stapler is American Crafts. You can't do anything with it except use it how it is. You can't do the hack that you can do with the gosh, I can't even remember the name of the other stapler, but you know the one I mean, where you can bend it back. Tim Holtz. Anyway, so in the end I had to use a glue dot to adhere the little twist on the end of the right side of my banner. And then I've got two butterflies and a bird. I did look at this later on and think, why did I put two blue items and then a pink item? But I think it would have looked a bit strange if I had two butterflies and then a bird, especially as I've got that other little pink bird, which I will adhere in the corner of that photo. So I've adhered them with a glue dot, like I said, and then these beautiful like buttons with enamel on them, they've got a sticky, a pop dot on the back, and I've just stuck that on top of the ends of that little banner. So I don't know if they'll need some extra adhesive later on, they might do, but for now they're fine. Then I also adhered that bird with a glue dot, and then I've got this little piece, I can't remember what it says. I made this a while ago. Can I see it? You'll be able to see it better than me, but I did write the date on there. So now choosing that little journaling spot, and just a few other bits and pieces to tuck on the sides of my photos. I think that little ticket is from the Dear Lizzie. And then these hearts are from Let Your Heart Decide. They're enamel and they're just beautiful. And I thought they added a little bit more to my layout. Still looking at various stickers, trying to see what's going to work. There's just so much in this kit. I'm really excited about making something else as well. So yeah, going with these like a rose gold coloured heart, and then adding my journaling. I think I'm saying how much joy she's having in the swing at Calvin Heights Beach, which is where we were. And I don't add my date on camera because I'm using my phone to film, and the date will be in my phone on the photo. And then that little, it's like a little wool or little thread. What would you call that? It's like a tassel, between a tassel and a bow. It's like a pom-pom before you fan it out. But anyway, I will adhere that with glue. I don't think I show you that, just normal glue. And then I've got those, I think they're Pink Fresh. Yeah, they are. They're like an enamel letter sticker, and I'm just using the word joy, and I've layered it kind of over her feet. I did want to make sure I could see her chubby legs and her little feet, and you can still see it through them. And then I've added an exclamation mark because it really is about the joy on her face. So then I found that little tab, which I thought really went really well on the top of that photo, and I think I just trimmed my threads a little bit shorter, added some glue to adhere the little bird's legs, and the final step was to put some dimension under those butterfly wings to make them look like, not that they're flying, but just that they're more than just a flat embellishment. So I don't add anything else. I did think about some splatters, but I really don't think it needs it. Thank you, Christina and Becky, for the opportunity to participate in this hop. You'll find all the details below. Thank you so much for watching.